I don't think it's gonna be June, but I believe they talking, and we just shit. You know how it is. I say July. I would say July, but I can't. It's the summertime. Let me say that.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we got another indication of some very good news, as it looks like we could possibly finally be getting a highly anticipated, undisputed welterweight showdown between undefeated, unified, three-belt, WBA, WBC, IBF, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely considered by many to be top two, if not number one, definitely top five pound for pound best fighters in the world, in Errol the Truth Spence Jr., who holds a record of 28 wins, no loss and no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach, facing off against undefeated, undisputed lightweight, former junior welterweight, undisputed world champion, three-division world champion, the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the number one best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford holds a record of 39 wins, no losses, no draw, 30 big wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. This fight is highly anticipated, and we have, excuse me, two indications that we could possibly be getting this fight July 15th, as we have Errol Spence's Man Down Promotions fighter, an undefeated lightweight star title contender, Frank the Ghost Martin, who is 17 wins, no losses, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. He posted yesterday on his social media, July 15th, man down, and he put a picture of Martin Lawrence in the epic episode that Martin Lawrence had when he faced off against legendary, retired, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer in Tommy the Hitman Hearns, and he was lumped up by Tommy Hearns. So he let it be known that he's going to put some work in. And then in an interview, a special interview by Boxing Media TV, by Boxing Vibes Media TV, they interviewed Bernie the Boxer, who is a trainer, co-trainer with Terence Bud Crawford, and a close friend, dare I say best friend, of Terence Bud Crawford and Bernie the Boxer. And Bernie said that, he's almost certain that the fight is going to happen. They in talks, and he says it's not going to happen in June, but he thinks it's going to happen in July. And then he said, well, let me just say this. I know they're in talks. It's going to happen before the summer ends and before the sun sets in the summer, okay? He said by the time the sun sets in the summertime, they will have already fought. And then he plans on that. Obviously, he believes that Terence Crawford is going to win the fight. And he says that he plans on Terence Crawford, that is, moving up to face what he calls Errol Spence's big brother, which is Errol Spence is actually older than three-time junior middleweight world champion, who's the undisputed junior middleweight world champion, superstar, top five pound-for-pound boxers, in Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Jermell Charlo is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 32, going on 33 years of age. He is 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. So Jermell Charlo is the undisputed champion at 154. So Jermell Charlo trains with Errol Spence. They're stable mates. They both train with well-renowned two-time trainer of the year, future Hall of Famer Derrick James. And he said that after we beat Errol Spence, we going up to fight his big brother. Now, obviously, Errol Spence is older than Jermell Charlo, but he means in stature. Jermell Charlo is bigger than Errol Spence. So with that said, he says that he believes it's going to happen in July. So these are two indications that the fight is going to happen in July. Not to mention, Terence Crawford just put up a post. Now, he's always in the gym. He's a gym rat. Terence Crawford stays in the gym, right? But Terence Crawford is in the gym, and the only time you see him with all three of his trainers, Red, Bomac, and all three of his trainers, is when he's actually in camp. And a post was put up on his social media. So this seems to be a clear indication that Terence Crawford is in full training camp. Okay. And on top of that, we saw ES News, Ellie Setback, with Errol Spence in the gym. Right now, it didn't look like Errol Spence was in full training camp, but Errol Spence is in the gym, and he stated that he was just going to stay in shape. He's just trying to stay in shape, stay around the gym, stay ready so he don't have to get ready, essentially is what Errol Spence was getting at, right? But it looks like Errol Spence is in shape already. It looks like Errol Spence has been training. So hopefully this is a clear indication that we on the verge of getting the fight that the fans have been anticipating and clamoring for. Don't forget, we recently had Terence Crawford's sister, Letitia. She came out and she stated that she can't wait for this fight to be announced already, right? So which means that she knows that they deep in negotiations and possibly on the verge of announcing this fight, because she stated she can't wait for this fight to be announced already. So that could be a clear indication as well. This is the fight that's highly anticipated. Errol Spence recently stated in an interview that now the fans, he's going to give the fans what they've been asking for, and the fans can't complain because now he's going to give you what you've been looking for. He turned down the opportunity to fight former unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman, and he told Al Heyman and everybody in charge that the only fight he wanted was Terence Bud Crawford. This is long in the making. Fans are starting to get frustrated, and I think it definitely has to happen in July. Okay, that would be enormous. That the fight happens in July. We get a resolution. Maybe it happens in July. Maybe we get a rematch before the year is up. Who knows, right? But both guys gave clear indications that they both tend and anticipate moving up to 154 after this fight. They're only staying there for this legacy fight between the two of them. Terence Crawford, this will be a 2-division undisputed world champion. Okay, that's huge. Now, Evander Holyfield, there's other fighters that have done it in the past. Evander Holyfield was most notable. Evander Holyfield was undisputed at cruiserweight, and then he was undisputed at heavyweight. Oleksandr Usyk is actually on the verge of doing that right now as well. So, there's some big fights on the horizon, okay, for both guys. So this is a legacy fight. This is a statement fight. This is a fight that for supremacy. Again, we had a massive fight that took place April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena when Gervonta Tank Davis faced off against King Ryan Garcia. That was a huge fight, but it was a popularity contest because Ryan Garcia has not achieved much in the sport of boxing. He has a lot of potential. He has a big fan base outside of the sport of boxing, right? A lot of casual fans. He's built his brand up enormous. 9 million Instagram followers. That don't even include his TikTok, his Twitter and Twitch accounts, right? So he has an enormous fan base, and Tank Davis has an enormous fan base. So, but Ryan Garcia was never a world champion, never even fought for a world title, and hasn't had a big name on his resume in their prime. So it's a clear difference between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a unified champion in the welterweight division, absolutely cleaned out the welterweight division. If you want to be honest, outside of Terence Crawford, he's fought and beat everybody in the welterweight division, right? Terence Crawford, he cleaned out 140. Terence Crawford is a 3-division champion. He's undisputed at junior welterweight. So, and he's the reigning WBO welterweight world champion. He's already a Hall of Famer. And like Bernie said, he was Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. Okay, he's done a ton of things. He's already undisputed. So he's already well accomplished. That is something we cannot say for Ryan Garcia. Now we can say that for Tank Davis, who's a 3-division champion. He's a 5-time world champion. He held the IBF super title at super featherweight, the WBA super title at super featherweight, and he's a 3-division champion. So he's accomplished, Ryan Garcia wasn't. It was based off of Ryan Garcia's popularity and his brand outside the sport of boxing. This is a completely different animal. This is a fight where you have two of the fighters, top 5 pound for pound best fighters, undefeated and well accomplished in their careers. Ryan Garcia wasn't top 15 pound for pound best fighters in the world. Tank Davis was. So I can't wait. So Frank Martin indicates that July 15th, you got Bernie the Boxer saying he believes it's going to happen in July. Terence Crawford looked like he's starting training camp. Hopefully we get an announcement soon. Mega fight on the horizon. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. What y'all think? Peace.
This is Amanda, the real deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.